Okay. I got my microphone. I've got my earphones.
Wow, you saved me.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said, what did you say?
Did you push the button?
Yeah.
I guess. That could have meant many things.
I knew exactly what you meant. I knew which button, and if I hadn't pressed it, there'd be no show.
Yes, there would.
No?
There just would be no podcast.
Right.
So I didn't really save you. I just saved all the people that aren't listening right now.
It was a gift of love.
Thanks, Kristina.
Yes, we started our show with a gift of love, and we shall continue to have many, many, many gifts of love today.
I never know how far I can pull this cord before it unplugs itself.
Oh, you want me to help you?
I think I'm good now. I just want
sure?
to be able to lean back in my chair and
I like that. I like that you can lean back and I have to sit up stiff as a board and man the faders.
You have wheels on your chair.
Well, yeah, this is a director's chair.
You got the ADD chair.
You know what I used to do?
I should have.
You don't even know that I used to put what I thought was the chair that you would like in the place before you got here.
To see what I would do? And did I always switch it?
No, you didn't. You just accepted my offer of my best
Where's
selection.
That other chair?
Yeah, there it is. The purple one. I kind of thought maybe you'd like that because I had some cushioning on it, whereas that one...
Yeah, I actually...
Do you prefer it? You can change it.
I don't know. I guess I never noticed which chair I prefer better.
You start to feel uncomfortable, which you won't because I'm going to be so entertaining today that you're going to lose track of all time and space and become a Vulcan.
No. Yes. Kristina just posted a picture of us.
I love it.
Facebook.
I get your
where
permission.
I'm making a face that I did not know my face had the capability of making. My forehead has got these like bizarre lumps in it. And I look like a Vulcan creature. And she posted it anyway because she looks super cute.
No,
as usual.
Not why I didn't look. I looked quizzical. I was looking at you
quizzically. Of course
quizzically.
you're quizzical. You're standing with a Vulcan.
Well, I was very interested in how your face could do that.
Did you notice at the time?
No, I did not.
I didn't know my face could do that.
No, you were.
I guess I should get a mirror or something.
No, don't bother.
Oh man!
What?
We forgot to tell people what this is.
It's not too late.
All right. You guys have tuned into 11th Hour Radio with Emily Howe and Kristina Stykos on Royalton Community Radio, WFERLP 96.5. What else?
What's the name of the street?
I don't know. We're not on a street. We're just kind of in a parking lot. Oh yeah, I guess we are. We're on a corner.
We're next to a parking lot.
We are. Are we Back River Road? This is Back River Road. Yeah, it is, baby.
That's not its official name.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yes, it is. If you keep going that way, it is.
I'm gonna Google it.
You Google it then. What do you
be that way?
What are we gonna bet on?
Whoever.
Wait, which street are you thinking? Are you thinking that we are living on that street that goes this way?
No. Look,
That is Back River Road. Hey, dang it all!
I'm betting you a grilled cheese.
You already bought me a grilled cheese last week.
Well, you're gonna have to buy one for me because
right.
I'm gonna win this. Okay, I'm going over here because I have to.
It's Back River Road. It is totally Back River Road. Back River Road. Back River Road.
You are so wrong.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm going to the website.
Okay.
Of royaltonradio.org.
Okay.
Now, you'd think that they would say where it was, right?
No, they don't want people to come here and throw eggs.
Don't you hate that when you're on a website and you're looking for where the physical location
Ask Henry.
is?
Is Henry still out there?
Yeah, but he's oblivious.
He might know.
How about about? No, that just gives you underwriters and the board.
I'm not kidding. This is Back River Road.
You are so wrong.
I am so right.
Okay, I'm not going to waste everybody's time looking this up now.
That's because you know you're wrong.
You little brat. You look. You know what? You're acting like a Vulcan.
How do you even know what a Vulcan?
A Vulcan baby.
Oh my God. It's because I'm right, though.
All right. Well, look. Coming down here today, I had another one of those. What do you call it?
Epiphanies?
No, it's the hashtag everybody's being too nice at the intersection.
Oh, everybody was not being nice when I went across the intersection because I came out of the gas station from that sort of side one, and I never know when it's my turn. Apparently, it's never my turn, actually, because I waited there for a really long time. I would have gotten here about 10 minutes earlier if I didn't wait there.
Oh, I had the opposite experience.
Where everyone's like gesturing.
Yeah.
You go.
You go
no,
first.
You go.
You go first.
I hate when people who have the right of way, no matter what, like the people going straight, randomly stop to let people cross. Like, that's not okay. That screws with the whole manner of driving. You don't do that.
I guess. But you can't really be too nice, can you?
Yes, that's a through way. Everyone in back of you is going to get ticked off because you're not supposed to stop. There's no reason for you to stop when you're going, you know, on 14.
Well, they should put a rotary there so it just slows everybody down and everybody can wave and smile. A rotary
would be lovely.
And laugh.
There's been talk of traffic lights. I don't like the idea of traffic lights. I like being able to say that the nearest traffic light is whatever it is, like 50 miles away from me. So I don't want them to put a traffic light in there, but a rotary would be lovely. Let's do that. And all that fuss they've been having about that watering trough up here in town. You know, there was some big thing at town meeting about people don't want that watering trough in town anymore. You know, that big or stone one it's on off the green kind of up there. They could put it in the middle of the rotary. It's round already. Oh my God, I've solved everyone's problems.
That's just great. Super cool. That's the good news department. Also, I noticed that my houseplants did not get aphids this winter. For some mysterious reason.
There wasn't a winter.
I think that must be it. It's
Maybe
very odd.
Aphids come in the snow. They fall with the snow.
Yeah.
So they didn't fall this year.
Yeah.
Don't other bugs eat aphids?
I think when you put it outside, you put them all outside, yeah.
Like those little ladybugs, that's what they eat. They eat those aphids. Do you have ladybugs?
No. I wish I did.
Probably because I have no food.
I wish I did. No, I've got grain flies in the house.
What are those?
They hatch out of the cat litter.
Oh, my God.
Don't get me going. Don't get me going on this.
That's really gross.
I think I'd rather start with a spelling challenge.
Oh, I didn't bring a pen. Haha.
Here you go. Here's the pad. Here's the pen. Okay, ready? Sit up. You're going to have to sit up.
Terrible.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Euphemism.
Ow.
You'll never get this. You'll never get it. I didn't.
EPHIMISM?
No.
Something. Okay, well, the EPH part is right.
No.
I don't know. Okay, what?
Okay, I'm going to give you a big clue.
Okay.
How do you spell Europe?
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Okay.
Now you got it. And think ephemeral. That's another big clue. Okay, so squish together Europe and ephemeral.
No,
but switch it up a little bit.
Okay, it's EUPH.
Yes.
IMISM.
One letter is incorrect.
What? The I, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What is it, an E?
Euphem. I said ephemeral. Oh, it's not ephemeral. Ephemeral.
Fine. 3 tries. I get 3 strikes before I'm out, right?
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm satisfied. Because I won.
Where's that you come from? That's sort of silly. Them.
Well, there was some reason that word came up. I know what it was.
Euphoric? Is it the same?
Eupatorium.
That's not a word.
Yes, it is.
How do you spell euphoric? Is it the same?
Euphoric. Yes, it would be similar.
P-U?
With the EU.
I mean EU.
Yeah.
Does that look like a P? Okay.
Maybe we should make crossword puzzles for a living. You know? I mean, I've really been trying lately to figure out how to make some money.
Our misinformation. We could have, like, badly spelled crossword puzzles and people have to figure out our misspellings.
Nobody's done that.
I'm sure people have on accident. We could be the first people to do it on purpose.
Yes, because you could do it because you would give them clues as to how it was to be misspelled. right?
I guess so.
Like it could be a whole theme.
Like accidentally swapping eyes for ease.
Yeah,
Or
that could
ease
be
for
the
eyes.
theme. And then it's like a regular crossword puzzle, except you have to misspell it according to the plan.
The plan.
I think that's good. I mean, if we want to not go senile, we're going to have to start thinking this way.
I don't know if it counts about like the not going senile thing if you spell everything wrong.
No, but if you spell it wrong in intelligently and intentionally, I think that's different. That's really using your brain power.
Hey, look, my socks have sheep on them.
Look at my shoes.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at the buckles.
Oh my God.
That's a fashion trend right there.
Wait, I can't see them from the side. What do they look like?
There.
Those are so sweet.
You know what? My friend Mike F. gave those to me. He sent
How
them
did he
to
know
me
your size? Does he have a foot
because
fetish?
he asked me.
Oh.
I told him.
I love men who buy shoes for
I think
women.
it's pretty cool.
They're my favorite
I'm
people.
not sure I've ever had somebody buy me shoes.
I love it.
I'm riding the wave of the joy of having shoes bought for me by a Facebook friend.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Mike.
Wait, why did he buy you shoes?
He's awesome. Just because he's just had a great idea.
Did you say that you were like
No.
walking barefoot
No.
10 miles in the snow or something?
No.
He just bought you shoes.
Yeah. Some
pretty
things
sweet.
can't be explained or shouldn't be.
I understand.
You know? Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted something.
No,
about
it's
you
just
being
I was
senile.
gonna.
I
Well,
don't remember what.
I did that thing today where I looked through my browsing history for the last month.
I got to figure out how to delete that.
It's a little sad to see
Yeah,
how
mine
much
is
time you've spent.
Sad and embarrassing.
But I made a list of some of the articles that I read over the last month.
Okay, what?
Just because I thought you'd be overjoyed. One's called, number 1, A Call to Action. Your fat friend is going it alone.
Oh, I read that.
Did you read that? What'd you think? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did like it.
It was compassionately written.
It was.
I like that. We need more compassion.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I agree with it, basically. I don't know what the big thing is about sitting on an airplane next to someone who's large. What's the big deal with that? Just because you get a little squished?
I think
What's upsetting about that? I don't feel upset.
the fight over the armrest is like not even an issue. Like they get the armrest no matter what.
Well, so what?
I know. I don't know.
I think it's people are
maybe
such
we're-
babies about it.
Well, we don't fly, so maybe we don't really know.
Well,
either.
when I have flown, I have probably, had somebody larger than me next to me.
Yeah, me too. Always.
I think it's a good exercise. Just use it as a way to build character. Don't get all foofy about it.
Foofy.
Well, that's not quite the right word, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Just So okay, so
I
there's
guess
that
okay, maybe it's because people in general aren't terribly into being touched by strangers.
That's
and if somebody's
Yep.
larger, there's no way out of it. They have to touch you.
yeah. That's probably the root of it. Is that ooh factor? Like ooh, somebody's touching me that I don't know.
But it's not. I don't think it's ultimately because you don't like them touching you because they're fat. It's just because it's a stranger and you're sort of literally joined at the hip
Yes, and if
for
you were
many hours.
If you were more the same
with a stranger.
size, you might be able to put a little bit of space between you, like you'd try. You know how sometimes when somebody's foot touches yours under the table and you very stealthily try to move it away?
There's several methods for that. There's I'm going to pretend I don't notice and I'm just kind of a cool person like that. Or there's the stealthily move it away so that they don't know that you're moving it away. Or the jerk it away reaction, which means that you're like crazy.
That means you really are repulsed by them. So
Right.
that's a bad reaction to have. You want to try to
that's a hard
control your emotions there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's okay. We're all human,
Yes.
right?
Well, I'm a Vulcan,
Okay, well,
but other than
but part
what's their
human.
thing? This?
Yeah, live long and prosper.
I'm trying to do the finger
Like
thing.
this. Like
I've
this.
never even seen Star
Come on,
Trek.
look over here. I can do it.
No, but now you have to do the other one.
What, on my left hand?
You do this first,
No.
and then you do
Oh, I
this.
can't
That's
do
supposed to
that.
keep you from being senile. Oh, God, I can't
Oh, well,
do it.
what Emily's doing is she's got her... How do you describe
Okay,
what
first
we're
you do the
doing?
Vulcan thing,
Okay.
and then you
split-
put your middle finger and your ring finger together, and you split off your
That's
pointer and your
hard.
pinky. It's supposed to
Wow.
do something for your reflex. It's supposed to be
Wow.
amazing for you. If you can do that, you're an amazing person.
I'm going
Like-
to practice. I got to go home and practice that one. It might change my life.
I think it will.
Which would be great. It would be great if my life changed.
Well, maybe just your mode of transportation at the moment.
Well, there's that.
Stupid cars.
Yeah.
I just hate cars.
Yeah, so I guess I'm still the pothole queen, because the reason the truck isn't working now is because I hit this huge pothole. And this always happens right at the end of mud season. Just,
make it through.
Yes, and they've actually improved the road. They've brought in stone. Everything's looking good. It's drying up, and it's then that I hit the last living pothole and drive into my driveway, and the fan belt is, busted.
Do you need a fan belt? What's it do?
Well, I don't know what it does, but...
Is it squealing or is it just off?
It's half off. It's hitting, like, it goes around, and then the half that is broken is hitting the hood. So it sounds terrible. It sounds worse than it is.
Can you put it back on?
No, I mean, you should just get a new one.
Oh.
But there's so many other things about the truck that just are telling me to leave it alone and let it just rest.
Yeah, but you can't drive that car. That car has so many issues that...
Well, I'm going to borrow a truck next week.
Oh, good.
So at least I can get through next week.
I would give you my car, but my car has almost as many issues as yours, and I'm afraid it will just die on you too. And then there'll be dead cars everywhere.
I know.
Scattered to the four winds. And
I know.
It is sad that you made it through the winter and mud season to have everything die now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like we've been binge watching Downton Abbey. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, good for you.
We don't watch anything, but we got the box set, and they're shorter. Like, it's episodes, it's a TV series. So you can watch it at night without falling asleep like you do with a whole movie. So it's just an episode at a time. But this main character, this Matthew guy, makes it through like the war, and then he makes it through being paralyzed and his spine being severed, and he walks again and all these ridiculous things, only to just die in a car accident later on. It's really annoying.
You just told me the whole thing that happens. I haven't
I'm
watched
only
it
to
yet.
I'm only to season 3. It's like I'm only halfway through.
All right, well, and now I know what happens to him.
Well,
I watched a TV thing because Anna came home, and she always turns me on to the new hip television shows.
She's pretty hip.
Yeah, so we watched Girls.
I'd never heard of that.
Lena Dunham.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well, it's pretty provocative.
Oh.
So I think it's very interesting. The younger generation is definitely pushing the limits here of what's acceptable on public airwaves. It is really good. I'm fascinated by it.
Cool.
So I'd say yes.
So are you going away? Are you going away next week?
Yeah.
So you really are. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta find somebody. Let me see if Kendra will come in or somebody will come in. Maybe John. I haven't even seen John this week.
Really? Where's he been?
Well, first he gets up wicked early because he has to do a bunch of barn chores, and then I do the rest after he leaves. But he's had to be substitute teaching all week, and then he goes straight to tutoring this kid that got suspended that he has to tutor, and then he goes straight from there to baseball practice, and then he goes straight from baseball practice to either select board meeting or fire department meeting or something. So I basically don't see him until like 10 o'clock at night or something.
It's a good thing.
We watch some Downton Abbey and go to bed. But
I'm glad we all went out to the diner the other night.
I know, that's true. That's the only time I've got to see this person that I married.
Yeah.
So that's good. And all you guys, which is also good.
I like the fact that we just hung out there for a long time.
I like that we closed the wayside.
Yeah, close the wayside, baby.
I like the wayside.
Yeah.
Although I don't like that you can get tripe.
And you can get grape nuts pudding.
Right. And what did Brian eat? Was that like cherry pie in a cup?
Cobbler.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
It's like a mug of cherry mush. I wasn't sure what it was. And being not very adventurous about food, I did not accept his spoonful of it that he was offering.
Yeah.
It was in a cup. Solid things don't belong in cups unless it's in the...
Oh, come on. It was cute.
Receptacle
it was so
that it
cute.
belongs in.
It was cute.
I'm afraid to eat it.
Oh, well. And on that happy note, we're going to play a track of music.
Please. What will it be?
It is... Oh, it's called Twin Bridges.
Okay.
Waterworks. And this is Rick Sabalos.
Okay.
a great musician from Bristol, Vermont.
Oh.
I'll bet this might be an original composition. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
Thanks, Rick. I just feel good when accordions are playing around me.
Okay.
So if I'm ever feeling bad and you're trying to figure out how can we cheer her
I
up,
don't think you'd feel good if I was playing accordion around you.
well, we've never tried that. I would be open to it.
Well, I don't know how to play
Maybe
the
we should just
accordion.
get one.
I have one. I have two.
What?
Yeah, my kid has one. I got him one.
Like
for
real
Christmas.
ones?
Well, they're small.
They're the
like
little...
concertinas or something.
Well, that's a kind of a different instrument. Is it like, does it pull like this? Or is it square? Is it round or is it square or is it hexagonal?
It's
Or octave?
square, and it pulls, and it has little buttons. It has two little straps that you put your hands in, and little buttons.
Okay.
There's this company called the Woodstock Instruments, something company, not from Woodstock, Vermont, I don't believe, but they make really nice sort of children's instruments.
So that's where it came from.
And so that's where it came from.
Okay, great.
It's small, though. It's not like those big ones that people like strap to their shoulder or something.
I don't want a big one. I want a
little.
medium-sized one.
Like he can hold it in his hand, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we did find out about the name of the street, didn't we?
Well, I don't know if that was a definitive answer.
Come on.
Well, it kind of turns out we're both right.
Henry knows.
Henry doesn't live in South Royalton. He lives in
I
Tunbridge.
know. This is Windsor Street. Everybody knows it.
It's Back River Road.
North Windsor Street.
Back River Road.
But why?
One end of the road sign says Back River Road, and the other end says Windsor Street. So.
I just don't quite understand why it's called Windsor Street. What's with Windsor? Are we in Windsor County?
Yeah.
I find that strange that we're in Windsor County for some reason. Where does Orange County stop?
At Tunbridge.
Oh.
Because the supervisory union, which is under a lot of changes right now, is the Orange Windsor Supervisory Union. And they take care of all these.
Oh, that is...
We're like bumped up together.
That's so cool that you just illuminated that for me. No, I just feel better. I feel better about my life.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah. I hope you do that more.
I'll try.
Today.
It is the Good Friday. The bubs come back. It's bub day.
It's bub day.
I love bub day.
And it's also personal growth Friday. But go ahead. It's bub day. Did you have something else to say about that?
No, just general happiness.
Okay.
How are we going to personally grow?
Well, I had a couple ideas.
What?
Well, this kind
you have your elbow on the console buttons right now.
I'm having a hard time getting in on the mic where I need to be, so I had to stretch my left arm over the top of the console.
Someone did something to it, though. See the elbow that's always, the mic elbow that's always falling down? It looks taped. See that? See that tape?
No, it's not actually taped. It's just
Wedged.
Gently balanced.
Okay.
So I got to be a little careful.
Do you want to switch?
No, I'm totally good. Don't
Okay.
I? Do I look contorted?
No, I was just worried about what your elbow is going to do soon.
I think it's okay.
Okay,
It's like
all right.
I'm a guitar player.
All right, personal grow me.
Because when you have a guitar, this
true.
left arm has to do a lot of stuff. So I'm
You're
good.
good spatially. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So on the theme of follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that. How do you know when a guy is not really into you?
In which way?
Well, into.
Well,
In quotes, into.
are you talking physically or emotionally, though, is what I'm saying?
Don't make me get so
specific. The physical one is pretty
it.
obvious because they're...
No, but sometimes people can be involved with you physically and they're not into you.
Right.
Really?
That's most...
So how do you discern...
most men, actually.
Most relationships.
Just like... You can't... I've really not heard of one where the person isn't into somebody physically unless it's been a really long time or something. But how do you tell if someone's not into you?
Like passivity around going places. He passively invites you to go places. Passively.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's going through this right now.
Yes.
She's really into this guy, and he doesn't discourage her, but all his gestures are very lukewarm. Mm-hmm. And yet he seems to enjoy being with her, so it's confusing.
I don't know. I think if you're confused, you should go and ask a close friend, because I think in the moment, if you really like somebody but they're not liking you back, you will find a million ways to explain away why they're not seeming super into you.
That's exactly what she's doing.
So you gotta go and ask. Oh, she asked you and we're supposed to figure this out?
Well...
He's not, I guess.
I just feel it's a bit of a lost cause. But on the other hand, she presented a good argument yesterday, which is that they're in the friendship building phase, which is important. If you skip that phase, which a lot of times people do skip that phase, and they have to come back around to it.
But if there's no initial spark, it's not going to build beyond the friendship stage.
You don't think sometimes that can come later?
Yes, but rarer than... I mean, I have a lot of guy friends who I don't believe if I had completely kept at that stage would have eventually ignited into anything else. Like they're my guy friends. They're the same as my girlfriends. They're the same. Like it's not. I don't know if it's me or them, but if there wasn't a spark there to begin with.
Well, this guy actually said to her that he can see that they'd have a good relationship for a year, and then it would go south, and eventually there'd be a bad breakup. That was his prediction.
Okay. Yeah, then leave him.
That's what I say.
Leave him be.
They just have a lot in common, so they like to do stuff together.
Yeah, but if you tried to date every one of your good friends, it would not end well.
No.
Like, mostly people are friends with people that they have something in common with. Duh. But I think more often than not, you don't have as much in common with your romantic partner.
Yeah, I think another telltale sign with somebody that's not really into you is that they don't ask you many questions about yourself. They're not really that interested in you or your life. They talk about themselves a lot, or they talk in generalizations.
Yep.
That's another little red flag. So, okay, I think we'd have explored that.
I don't think there's probably any perfect answer that one of us can give. Everybody has to sort of... That's why this happens so much. You kind of got to figure it out. Every situation is unique.
And in the end, you have to follow your heart, but take your brain with you.
Yes.
As I said before.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's left of your brain? I don't know how many drugs you've done or how you've abused yourself, but I think brains can make a comeback. Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're going to come back in style.
Well, maybe. And they can regenerate.
Like salamander tails.
Yes, exactly. We have all kinds of great probiotic things. And there's probiotic thinking. It's not just about taking special expensive supplements. It's a way of...
We don't even use... Someone said we don't actually even use some... You really have your elbow on that console.
What? It's okay. I'm not wrecking anything.
You're going to turn our... You're going to push buttons that mean that we're on air when we're not supposed to be. And then everyone's going to hear the things that we really say. I live in fear of that.
Okay. I'm moving my arm now.
Now you're going to get tired. Just put it back. Just rest on one of the channels that we're supposed to be on. Okay. Anyhow, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, we only use a tiny % of our actual gray matter that's up there. So,
Is that like a slang term for the squishy stuff in there?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, Kristina.
Ick. I could have thought
but anyhow, there's so much of it that we don't use. So why can't we just, use some of that unused stuff?
We can.
Okay.
We can. I'm not arguing with you. That's what I'm saying is that stuff is there for a reason. It's there to move into. It's like a house with a lot of rooms.
Why is there so much? Why is there so much if we only use a little drop of it?
Exactly. And the doors that are locked, those are the ones that bug me.
No, I don't actually know what you're saying, but...
No, the rooms in your brain where the door's locked and you don't have the key.
Gotcha.
I don't want to have to take acid.
Bizarre tangents.
That's why I meditated for so many years, is I thought I could unlock some of those doors, but no. I was wrong. They're still shut.
That's still tight. Maybe it's still coming.
Yeah, I give up. Don't meditate. That's my advice.
I don't.
No, here it is. Don't meditate if you think you're going to get something out of it. The best kind of meditation is when you just sit with nothingness.
Oh, then I do that all the freaking time.
Yeah, I'm the expert. Come to the experts. Call the professionals.
Oh my God. Yeah. I've been doing my taxes all week and they're still not done.
Oh, I was going to ask you.
They usually are due today.
Why?
But today is some obscure federal holiday. So for the first time ever, taxes are due on Monday.
No.
Thank you, sweet baby G-I, because I am not done.
Why do you do it yourself?
Because every single year I say, I'm going to take these someplace and have someone else do them. And by the time my procrastination has... By the time I think of that again, it's like the week or two before tax time, and it's too late, and nobody will take
Here's what you should do. After Monday,
yeah,
because I'm assuming you're going to be done with your taxes.
I really hope so.
You're going to ask me for the best accountant, and I'm going to send you up there, and you just build that relationship over the course of the year, and you can get your taxes done early next year. And he's going to save you so much money. Here's the thing. He's going to save you so much money. Or he's going to get you a bigger refund than you could get for yourself, and that's going to pay him. So it's like commission. It's like these tax guys that are good. They get commission.
They're like lawyers.
Yeah. Well, they're better than lawyers. They're not as scummy.
There's a couple non-scummy lawyers.
I have friends who are lawyers.
Me too.
Oh my God, Vermont Law School's right outside the window. I shouldn't be saying
this is a Vermont Law School building, isn't it?
Oh no. I take it all back.
They're going to lock us in here and come in with the burning torches.
What would we do without lawyers? We would be hopeless. We would be nothing.
Okay, just stop talking.
Okay.
Anyway, my house is so messy because I'm dragging out like paperwork from under the bed and paperwork from the ridiculous little piles I put in it everywhere all year long. So the whole house has been like scrabbled and dug, and there's stuff strewn everywhere while I do this tax thing. And in the middle of all this scrabbling, I pull out, other weird things. Like I pull out laundry. Everything is just very disorganized. And then my mother-in-law needed to stop by yesterday for something, and John wasn't going to be there. And I was so freaked out because she is really unhappy if our house is messy. So I knew that I only had like a half an hour to try to make some semblance of neatness in my house, and I could not do it. And I thought and thought and thought. And finally, I went and I got the dog gates, like the baby gates that we used to keep our dog in the kitchen when we were away.
Yeah.
And I just like cleaned everything you could see from like the kitchen and the hallway. And then I put baby gates up everywhere so she couldn't get any place. And I've decided.
How old is she?
Like 90. And she can't climb over the baby gates.
It's a great strategy.
And I just thought to myself, sometimes I put these baby gates in these spots anyway to keep the dog from going to the living room and getting on the couch or going upstairs and getting on my bed.
Can we just cut to the chase?
So you can baby gate your elderly family members out of places that you don't want them to go into.
How did that go over?
She just thought they were there for the dog, and she didn't bother to go over them or take them down in there. She thought the whole house was really clean.
Yeah.
I feel like I've discovered, another planet or something.
You know what?
Why do they make like people in nursing homes wear those little jail bracelets so that when they get out the door, they go off and all the nurses can catch them? They should just put up baby gates everywhere. They can't get over them.
You know what?
What?
You know what? You are a rock star.
Thanks, Kristina.
And you don't even know
how...
It
was such a simple thing, and it worked so well.
I know. You're so surprised that you came up with something brilliant, but I'm telling you, every week you have these amazing ideas, and it changes lives.
God.
There are people out there.
But wait, speaking of lawyers, we should probably say maybe don't baby gate your elderly relatives into rooms, because if they do try to climb them, they could become hurt.
What is this, like a disclaimer now?
Yeah, or like or at least don't baby gate other people's elderly relatives, because then they can sue you. Maybe your own elderly relatives won't sue you, but
I think this is more a solution for your own family situation.
You're going to visit your mother soon. Would you like me to send a baby gate with you?
I've got one, thanks.
Okay. She's probably not to the baby gate stage yet.
No, she lives in a place where there's a lot of nurses around, so I think she probably doesn't need that.
Okay.
But
you let me know, because I've got a spare.
Yeah, thank you. No, I have a baby gate that I use. I used it this week because I was taking care of the dogs, and I don't like the dogs to go upstairs. So I put the baby gate on the bottom of the stairs. The only problem is that the cats have a hard time getting over it, and a lot of times they knock it over because it's kind of broken. Yep. You know those little rubber things that push against when you... And I'm missing one, so it doesn't get a good tight seal.
You can fold up like a piece of fabric or something and stick it there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, it works well enough. It's just like in the middle of the night, sometimes you hear this big crash because the cat is trying to jump over it and knock the whole thing down. And whatever. It makes life more interesting.
Of course.
Kind of. I mean, kind of. What? So back to...
what else did you Google this week?
Fracking used to inject nuclear waste underground for decades.
What?
Yes.
What? Is that real?
Who is behind this? Guess.
Hillary Clinton? I don't
Halliburton.
know.
Close.
Oh, yeah. Well, is that real though?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Don't tell me anymore.
Okay. Let's have some music.
I'll just get outside into the car and start ramming into people.
All right. And we'll dance. We'll get the accordions out.
Okay.
So with the next track of music,
accordions.
This is a perfectly apropos. This is Carbon Neutral by Don't Call Betty.
Hey.
A band from Newport, Vermont. What would you say hey for?
Do you think I have time to poop while this is going on?
Yeah, I do. Henry's gone.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to.
Here we go.
I would never poop at the radio station. I just have a feeling like that's like not a good place to poop.
Thanks.
Have you ever pooped here?
Hey, Emily, thanks for sharing. I'll play this track of music now.
Okay, all right, fine.
trip is carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral if you leave. I don't think that I would go over there or down below. Then I found I could repent, so I keep taking and I pay my rent. They use my money to plant a tree or create some further efficiency. I don't know, don't really care, as long as I can say I'm carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral if you please. I can do most anything. Pay my fee, pollute and sing. Without guilt I feel so free to help grow this economy. But the same disease that makes the sludge makes us think we are the judge who hands out permits for our sins, that makes us think we are carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral if you please. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral. Carbon neutral if you please.
Are we on? I don't.
I wonder, did my finger hit this one?
Ah! You're playing music again.
I got distracted because I felt my finger hit this fader, and I don't even know what that channel is.
I can't tell if I'm hearing you in my mic, in my headphones, or if I'm just hearing you.
Hello?
No, I guess
Hello? Hello?
I guess I'm hearing you in the headphones. All right, it's all fine.
Okay, it's the PGM assigned channel, so if anybody knows what that is and something's amiss.
And you hit it with your elbow, did you?
No, I hit it with my finger.
Oh.
But this is the one I think that's important.
Okay. Jim Abbott just called, and he said that we are on.
Yeah, well, that just
Off
happened
Windsor
after
Street,
you hung up.
and-
That.
And that it doesn't turn into Back River Road until you go across the railroad crossing. So technically, Kristina's right.
All right, I'm not gloating, and I didn't even need...
You want to gloat.
I didn't need that affirmation, because I felt in my soul, I felt like it's okay to quietly be right and not smear it all over.
She's right. She's right.
Well, you're right, too.
No, I'm not right.
Well, you're not
I
right.
didn't
You're
realize.
not
Why
right.
would a road change in the middle of the road?
Because they always do in Vermont.
What? That
The
is
Chelsea
so
Road,
malarkey.
the Williamstown Road, it's the same road, but on the Williamstown side it says Chelsea, and on the Chelsea side it says Williamstown.
Well,
right?
I just don't
That's
understand why this road is in the same town. It doesn't leave Royalton, so why would it change names halfway down the road?
You could say that as many times as you want. It's not going to change.
I know. I'm just curious as to what the WTF.
The best answer for this and the solution for all life's problems is grilled cheese with pickles.
Not pickles. You can have my
You
pickles.
always give me your pickles.
That's
What's
because
with that?
I don't know. I don't like them.
You
I
can
like
stick
cucumbers.
them in there. Or the LT. Have an LT like I do.
No, because I can't eat raw tomatoes.
What? You can't have an LT?
No, I could have an L. Kind of stupid.
You could have a BL.
Better than
right?
a BM.
back on that theme.
Sorry, I did not poop in the bathroom here because we decided that this is not the radio station does not have a poopable bathroom.
You know, I didn't ask you about that.
Okay, fine.
I didn't ask you to follow up on that.
Okay.
Anyway, so,
okay.
Did you want to hear one of the other articles I read about?
Yes, please.
Because I think it's up your alley. Okay. Parents are being warned to not feed their babies too much rice cereal.
I didn't feed my babies any. Well, I guess I had a little.
Okay, you're
Why?
good. You're good to go then.
What's wrong with it? It's genetically modified, probably.
Naturally occurring arsenic, evidently.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
You know what, though? I breastfed my kids for so long that it was ridiculous. Like, people were starting to look at me weird.
Me too.
But now they're saying there's so much pollution in our systems that you're basically just breastfeeding your baby toxins.
Nice.
So what I thought was being really, really good and healthy for them, turns out that maybe it wasn't so healthy. I mean, they had some other food too, obviously. But
they look fine.
They do.
All those nice pictures you put on Facebook.
They have big heads, but I don't think that's anything that I did.
I think they're going to be fine.
Them. Yeah, okay.
You know, they have a lot of gray matter.
They do, actually. They're very smart.
It's going to fill out nicely.
Hopefully not a lot of toxins in them. But I don't live in the city, so shouldn't my breast milk be like slightly more pure? I mean,
one never knows. What about all the carcinogens down in Bennington County?
I don't drink the Bennington County water. I've always drank water from like private.
Well, maybe there's some old factory out here that's polluted.
I don't think so. The only factory we had around here was, let's see, there was the snowshoe factory in Gaysville. That went away in the flood of 1920 something though.
Oh, okay.
That big hole, that's kind of what Little Gaysville Village is, used to be a giant snowshoe factory.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then the whole village fell into the river and it never got rebuilt. All that's there now is that little store and the little post office.
Where, you mean?
It was a big booming town. All those
Gaysville?
banks. Yeah.
Okay, not Stockbridge.
Well, Gaysville is actually a village of Stockbridge.
Yeah, but you mean Gaysville.
Yeah, the village of Gaysville was a big town, and there was a snowshoe factory there that employed everybody.
Wow.
And then that flood, was it 1921? I can't remember.
27.
27, thank you.
And then, of
Ones
course...
kind of look like sevens.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all that stuff fell into the river.
So Stockbridge has really gotten hit hard a couple of times.
But I don't think there were a lot of toxins involved in making snowshoes in the 1920s.
Tanneries aren't so good.
That is true.
And your dad did a lot of backyard taxidermy.
That's true, but he uses salt. He doesn't use the chemicals.
But you were probably a little toddler sort of falling into the buckets with the dead.
That's why I'm so tan. I'm not tan at all, actually. I didn't fall in buckets with the dead. What are you talking about?
Yes, you did. The dead animals that he was soaking in the backyard. You told me about it.
I know, but I didn't fall into the buckets. What are you talking about? He didn't keep them in the backyard. They were kind of like behind his shed.
That's the same difference.
Well, I didn't go back there. I want to see them.
I bet you did.
And he didn't soak them all in buckets. Sometimes he would just bury them and hope that ants and mice would eat away.
You're just trying to cover now for your
liar. I'm not
liar, pants on fire.
Home taxidermy efforts are very disturbing, but anyhow.
Okay, here's another article.
What?
Loving hummingbirds to death.
Oh, I read that one too. This is sick. Why are we reading the same? We're just reading whatever's spoon-fed to us from Facebook, Kristina.
And these are the nice ones.
I know.
I had so many. Those all the
we
political
love our
ones.
hummingbirds, and we feed them, but we make the homemade solution, and we do it very carefully. And John sterilizes their feeder in between.
That's very good, because I didn't even know about this. I would have unknowingly, unwittingly stumbled into killing hummingbirds.
So many hummingbirds.
That would be on my karmic Akashic record for
I love hummingbirds.
I don't know how long.
Hummingbird eggs are the cutest things ever. They're tinier than jelly beans. They're tiny. They're like this, and they're so adorable. I've never seen a baby hummingbird though, and I want to so badly.
You have so many nice little turds at your house.
What?
Remember that little pile?
Kristina took pictures of sheep turd at my house last time.
It was a video.
Glistening.
It was a video.
And fresh.
You said something about it.
It was Easter, and I said, oh my God, they look exactly like Easter eggs.
And I moved the camera so people could see what it was.
Anyway, hummingbird eggs, I assume, are far more lovely than that.
Here's a good one. Earth has shifted. Inuit elders issue warning to NASA and the world. Evidently, the Earth has wobbled.
Oh, no.
Seriously.
I'm like always afraid of things like that.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
Please
You
don't
might
say
want to
that.
look this up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because it's all changing.
Are we going to be in another solar system soon? Are we going to go get sucked into a black hole?
I'm not sure, but the stars are in a different place in the sky.
Yeah.
According
the
to these
moon
guys
is always in a different spot. It's really bugging me.
Yeah. And these guys up north, they watch, their whole life and livelihood is based on watching the weather. So they
Why
watch
are we
it.
shifted? What shifted us?
I don't know.
How does it make sense?
I don't know. But something
All
wobbled.
the bad things we do, I don't see how we made the earth wobble.
Well, it might not have been a man thing. Well, I think my mind just went blank.
Your gray matter is coming out your ears. I see it. It's
No,
like trickling down your chin.
I had this whole like confluence of thoughts coming into my brain at the same time, and it sort of short circuited, so I became paralyzed.
Okay. All right. Are you? Oh no. Look at her.
No, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I was just going to say that I think that the psychic energy collectively on the planet could definitely create Earth wobble.
No, I don't think so. Actually,
What, Miss Scientist?
psychic energy
Yes, come on.
doesn't have any weight to it.
Yes. Oh man, you are so off base.
What is it? Psychic energy doesn't mess with gravity.
Yes, it can if
Why?
you get enough of it.
No,
Oh yeah.
that would mean people all working together, and that is not something
Your-
that happens.
Your
around
thoughts. Science is going to discover that thoughts are things. You know, we think of thoughts as just being, meh.
Animal thoughts are things. Animals can send messages, but I don't think people can very well.
But they're things that can travel and go to another place.
I just don't
and
think
be
it's connected
identified
to
in another
gravity.
place.
Yeah, but I don't think it's connected to gravity.
Okay. We'll talk
Earth
about it
wobble.
in 10 years.
Okay. You know what's really irritating though?
What?
We have so many books in our house, and John keeps insisting that they're all like really good, useful books and he really needs. And this morning I caught my shin on a pile that was outside the bathroom. And you know what the top of the pile was?
What?
How to play bridge better. I don't even like, none of us in this house play bridge. And if we did, like the occasional game of bridge once or twice in our life, would we really read a huge
Okay, but here's
hardcover
here's
thick
the
book on
thinking.
how to play bridge
What
better?
if global warming created the most incredible El Nino combination winter, and we got a blizzard and you were stuck at home for 5 weeks and you had nothing to do, and you might look at that book and go, oh man, this is a perfect time to learn how to play bridge, kids.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And
Okay.
I want that book out.
Think
of
that
my
way.
life. I want that book to be gone by
Right,
the time I
John
get
has-
home, even maybe.
John has a long vision.
That's having that book outside my bathroom right now is basically making me just very upset.
Okay. Move it in the kitchen, maybe.
It's just a terrible, stupid book.
It'd be kind of a conversation piece if you put it next to the toaster.
Yep.
Try it. Just try it. What do you have to lose?
There's books already by the toaster.
Oh,
That's where the
shoot.
travel books stay in the kitchen. I don't know why, but here comes the train.
My travel books are in the kitchen too.
We
Next to
also
the
have
cookbooks.
yeah,
And the
we have
field
cookbooks,
guides.
cookbooks,
Field guides.
and travel books.
Really?
are
Are you kidding?
in the kitchen and in the pantry. He's taken up some of the pantry shelves with the cookbooks, which that makes a little bit of sense. But
Yeah.
train's
coming.
Woo-hoo.
I love that lonesome sound.
It's almost an hour late lately.
Yeah. Something's wrong. It's the earth wobble.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. But don't worry.
Where should I go this week? It's about to be school vacation. We're trying to think of we're thinking of Mystic, Connecticut.
There used to be a good thrift store there.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess there's a whaling
Check
ship
it out.
and a whaling museum the kids wanted to see. I haven't been to Connecticut in a long time.
Can't lose going to the ocean, probably.
Exactly. And it's the warmer ocean, whereas if we went
Even
up, if we went to Maine, that would just be like winter ocean, which
Yeah.
isn't Really like ocean.
Well, I don't think the Connecticut Ocean's going to be really warm right now.
No, I'm not going to go in it.
But you can sit on a rock.
Yes, exactly.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Can't do that up here. I mean, not in the same way. We can't sit on the same kinds of rocks or see the ocean up here.
Nope.
We're deprived of that.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Vermont would be just about perfect if we had the ocean.
No, we don't want it all.
But then we'd get a tsunami and we'd get wiped off the face of the earth.
That's
so
bad.
never mind.
Yeah, so if you do get a cat...
I'm not going to get a cat unless it's
do...
yellow and a boy and fat.
Okay, I've got
That's
a
my
name
criteria.
for the cat.
What?
Panini.
That wouldn't work for a fat cat.
Sure it would.
No. Paninis are not fat. Paninis have been squished. They're very thin. I don't want a thin cat.
Now you're just into arguing. I try to be nice to you.
Have a cat. Eli's
out.
allergic. I want a cat really badly. Not like 3. I don't want like your cats, but one cat would be lovely.
I feel stunned by that. I feel
you don't like your cats
feel
either.
Stung.
You love
stung.
them. You love them, but you don't like them sometimes.
They were very nice to me this morning.
What? They didn't throw up
They
for
had
like the first
respect
time ever.
for me.
What? How?
I could just tell they were laying very respectfully around the wood stove. They were looking up to me. They saw that I was a superior being.
Oh.
And it all felt right.
Okay. Is this table not attached down?
It doesn't look very good. I'd be
When
careful
did that
there.
happen?
It's
Oh my
part of our
God.
technology challenge here.
The
Table
top
it's
is not
wobbling.
attached.
It's wobbling.
Well, the table lid can move several inches.
Oh my gosh. I'm feeling
not
so stressed out
independently
now.
of the base.
Look, Emily.
Yes.
Emily.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Emily Howe on
Coming.
WFVR. coming. We are streaming live from South Royalton, Vermont.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you wanted me to talk or you just forgot again.
I know I did. I just have this
Okay.
little problem with the synapses this morning. But anyway, so thank you for listening to 11th Hour Radio. I think we're just about done. We're going to talk really, really fast. So we
Like in drug commercials when they tell you all the side effects really quickly.
Yeah, you're
well,
not
people
gonna,
swing on swings and
Yeah, it's not going to be much of this song by me, but come to the podcast, subscribe to us on iTunes, 11th Hour Radio, and you can hear the whole dang thing.
woo! Have a great week.